What's up, guys? This is Keith here, back with Stock Market Exclusive. Hey, so I just wanted to go over, once again, a few of the triggers that we caught today in chats. Some pretty cool little breakouts. Today gave actually 3 really good breakouts that I wanted to cover. All of them were on our watch list. 2 of them were called, 3 of them. We had 3 ideas posted in chat. All of them gave very, very good risk-reward opportunities. And so I wanted to go over them with you, show you our trigger points, and show you where we thought a good idea would be to get involved for an amazing risk-to-reward breakouts. Let's just dive right into it. I'm going to show you what we saw, and we'll take it from there. So let me go ahead and minimize my dome piece here, and let's get right into the video. So the first ticker that we were looking at today was UEC. Let me go ahead and open up a breakdown of what we were looking at. Here we are right here. You can see this was our morning watch list. We had UEC at the front, ARDX second, AEI, and then ATER, okay, and then PLXLGVN. These were 3 tickers posted 9 minutes before the open. These were tickers that we were looking at that we saw bullish daily charts on. And so we wanted to keep an eye on them for intraday breakouts with good risk reward. So let's go ahead and break it down. As you can see, here's where I got involved, and I sold into this pop. Nice little top tick there at high today. It did actually go higher. And I sold the rest in the afternoon because it pulled back pretty harshly, and then when it came back up to around the 514s, I actually sold the rest of my position, and then it went higher, typically. So anyway, it was a very good trade, so I'll jump right into it and show you. So as you can see here, look at this daily chart, guys. This is a beauty of a daily chart. As you can see, it's kind of like a big ass cup and handle. You might be able to see it better on like a weekly time frame. So look at that. Look how bullish that is. It's a super bullish looking chart. So basically what I was thinking is this. You can see it's like a kind of like a cup and handle pennant kind of thing going on here, something like that, right? And then when you zoom in on the daily, you can see it's much better. So just look at how bullish that looks there. Nice bullish daily charts, higher lows, all the good stuff, all the good little pattern indications that we like to look for. And you can see the idea was through pre-market high. So the pre-market high is this purple line right here on this 5-minute chart. I'll zoom in a little bit. And you can see I called it over, let's pull that back up. Where was that? Right here? Yeah. So watching UEC here over 490. And right here was the high, the pre-market high was at 489. And so I figured that 490, 49 would be a good little spot to get involved. And that's exactly where I ended up getting involved. I put the idea out right at the open there. So it was a pretty quick little idea, but it was the first on our list. Everyone knows our breakout trigger points is usually through pre-market highs, and so everyone that's in chat knows the system pretty well at this point. We go over it all the time. So if that's something that you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description somewhere. You'll find it. It's on our YouTube channel. So we got involved here at 489 and proceeded to sell into the pop here. And what's really cool is you can actually see here, if we go out, you can see just how that white line that I drew is kind of respecting resistance. It's really cool to see that just bumping its head on those spots there when you zoom in. So that's really cool. You can see here on the hourly, a very nice little bullish little cup and handle on the hourly, kind of like pattern going on. Very bullish. You can see where it topped out at intraday today. But you can see once we broke pre-market high, I was figuring we could at least test the levels from yesterday, the 530s. And that's where I sold the majority of my position up into that 524s. I sold most of it in the 508s. and then proceeded to sell more up into the 524 area, like up in here. So because I saw that was resistance right there. So, but yeah, guys. So it pulled back, and then you can see how it bumped its head again, and then once it broke past that white line on the daily chart, it came down, retested it. You see that how it retested that line and then proceeded to go higher. At this point, I would expect it to give some continuation, actually, and should test the 580s. So it should at least test up in here. If we want to zoom out even further, let's see what we got going on. If we go back in time. So yeah, there's more levels up here. So if it breaks out past that green line, then we can probably test up in here, and then maybe even up in here, and then up in here, depending on how strong the stock really is. And you can see, if you use the bigger time frames, you can see that these are all resistance levels up here. But you can see that if it breaks past these green lines, it can probably test up in here. So anyway. Jumping into the hourly, you can see that it was holding 90 MA trend really well, which is also a good indication that that it's bullish. And you can see here on the 15, it looks like it lost the 9, and then which is bearish, but then it just squeezed up, and I was like just super wanting to get involved in this one for the daily breakout. So that was a nice trigger, first on our watch list. Trade idea posted at the open, tons of liquidity. Everyone could have gotten involved in that one. No chasing, ideas posted beforehand. And yeah, that was a really nice trade. So let's go ahead and jump into the next idea that we had here. Let me just see here. Okay, so we had AEI next. So AEI was also on our watch list, as you can see here. AEI was third on our list, and the idea on AEI. Let me just snip this from chat real quick. Just snip both of these. I don't want to put anyone on blast, so make sure I keep everyone's privacy. Okay, so AEI. Was posted at 9:12 a.m. West Coast time, Pacific Standard Time, and it was posted that it was a nice one. Oh, actually, no, this wasn't actually posted as an idea. This was just something that I wanted to recap on. That it was a nice trigger through pre-market high day as well. So my bad on that one. But you can see here our typical trigger point. The green line represents pre-market high, and you can see how we squeezed up, pulled back, didn't quite test the 9. That's why I didn't like this one 100%. It was a bit extended, but still with a bullish daily chart like that, and looking for a gap fill, you can see that it's trying to fill that gap now. This is also another bullish daily chart that we look for. So you can see here that once we broke out of this resistance level here at 73.37 or 72.73 basically, there's no resistance until about the 97s, 98s. And so that's what you call a gap fill. It's a gap down in price, and then what happens is a lot of these stocks like to go back and after they kind of fall down and reclaim and uptrend, they like to fill these gaps, and that's another strategy that we look for on daily chart plays. And you can see this worked out really well. Once we broke pre-market high, you can see that it proceeded to try to fill that gap up into the 97s. And it did a really good job of giving some follow through. It looks like it kind of squeezed up into after hours there. But if you would have got involved through high day, pre-market highs at 68s, risking, 2 cents, I mean, that's a major, massive risk-reward trade. If you notice scaling out and trailing along the way, like we talk about and teach in chat all the time. That was also a really nice one. You can see that we reclaimed the 15-minute here, 90 MA for the move higher. The hourly wasn't looking too great. The 5 was a bit extended, so it was definitely more of a be on your toes type trade, more of a smaller size, C grade setup kind of trade where you don't have super high conviction, but you see the potential in it. So we talk about that in our grading system as well. And then, okay, so just moving on here, ATR was a pretty crazy one. ATR was posted at 10 a.m. West Coast time. So it was posted right around here. So right here, it was posted. And you can just see it on the daily, very bullish. Okay, so this is what you call a bounce play. So big move up, 2 days red pullback, and then we're gonna try to go higher. And so that's another daily setup that we look for all the time. Once again, the idea was posted at 10 o'clock, and our trigger points are always through pre-market or high day area. And if you would have got involved here on this little break here for pre-market high, probably like the 370s, risking the low of the 5 minute candle, like maybe like 360s or so. You would have had, it would have given a 1 hour pop, pulled back, and almost would have stopped you out. But depending on how you trade, you can just see our daily thesis definitely played out, squeezing really hard into after hours there. So yeah, that was a really nice trade as well. You could have gotten involved in this break here through this resistance level for pre-market high. Either way, it was a really nice trade. Let's see, we're looking at on the 15 here. The 15 is a holding trend, and you can see on the hourly also reclaiming here. So this is also another bullish indication that we look out for underneath the 9, underneath VWAP, and then it pops above it, opens above it. You can see that how the hourly opened above and proceeded to go up. So those are 3 tickers, guys, that we had our eyes on before the bell even opened, which gave really nice follow through. And we our patience pays off. Yesterday, no trades. I'm not sure if the day before, I think we had 1 trade that wasn't really worth mentioning on a recap video or anything like that. But yeah, guys, just being patient. The market has kind of taken a slowdown a tad bit. We don't want to be too aggressive. The SPY had a really big pullback day, a couple pullback days yesterday and the day before. Yesterday was a gap down day. So yeah, guys, just taking it easy, keeping an eye on the overall markets to seeing how they're reacting, if they're bullish or not. And today, a green day on the SPY, so we had some cool follow through, and we capitalized on that one. So anyway, guys, that's the video. I just wanted to make a quick one. Going over some of the cool triggers that we got, breakout triggers. Breakouts are really good types of trades, really easy. No need to worry about borrow fees. No need to worry about shorting or anything like that. And so really good beginner type trading. And there's tons of professionals that specialize just in breakouts, and that's what I like to do, is just breakouts. I like to keep it really simple. So upside potential and breakouts is basically my bread and butter type setup. So. Anyway, guys, if you're interested in learning more about how we trade, you can hop into chat and feel free to reach out. DMs, hit me up. You can also give us a follow on Twitter. And once again, thanks guys for watching the video. If you could please subscribe and hit the thumbs up, that just helps out the channel. So appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.